25. Here going live, and now I'm live on YouTube. What's happening here on Instagram and also on YouTube? I appreciate y'all dialing in. If this information hits you, resonates with you, allows you to, I don't know, get woken up in your soul, please share this information. I'd appreciate that. We are here every week, mostly on Mondays, and I am starting this year doing lives here on Instagram as well as YouTube. So come on in. And I'm going to do this every Monday at a specific time, 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. So hopefully you can spread the word. Hopefully you can arrange your schedule in a way in which you can be with us almost every week. And if not, just again, come back for the live. And if you're on YouTube, oh, I appreciate it if you share it. I'd appreciate it if you leave some comments. I'd appreciate it if you like the situation, like the video. Why? Because, oh, I don't even think I'm on here. Hold on. Lord have mercy, y'all. There we go. Now I'm live on Instagram. So you're so goofy. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate you all. Let me start my little roll over and say hello to the people on YouTube for coming on in. I appreciate y'all. Give me a little bit of your patience as I rewind selector and say the things that I was saying. I will be live every Monday as I am giving you the transit chart, the transit situations every week, right? At 12 noon here on Instagram as well as on YouTube. So join me, spread the word. And again, on YouTube, I'd appreciate it if you can like, you can share, you can leave some comments so it can agitate and give a little oomph to that algorithm, okay? And allow people to check your girl out. I'd appreciate that. Hold on one second. Sonja knows better. As a performer, as a person on stage, how do you have a cough drop in your mouth or some candy in your mouth? It was a cough drop while you're trying to talk to the people. So thank you for your patience. Let me say what's happening to everybody on YouTube real quick. The chatter, you seem new. I appreciate you. You loving the lives? Had to bring them on forward. I got a couple of requests and then I had to settle with my own soul with it. So yeah, I love lives too, y'all. So I'm gonna hit it and quit it. And prayerfully, any and all this information can hit you somewhere where it resonates deeply. That's my prayer for you. And then that you can share it and be a better person for it. You dig? What's happening, Brittany? Rabbi Rob is here. What's up, honey? And Miss Irene, hi, one of my favorite Leos. What's going on, sweet lady? Yeah, 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 yeah. And April is here. What's going on, y'all? Appreciate y'all being here and over on Instagram. We got Wasted Years. Let me see who else is in here. Alma, you seem new. What's happening, sister? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Dan, how are you? Sleepwalker, is that Marsha? Marsha, what's going on, lady? What's happening with you? Legends of the Locks. What's happening? I'm trying to say hello to everybody. Monica, I hate these little wave words on the side, so I just wave to everybody because it kind of gets in the way. So glad that you are here. Please from Ireland. Oh, I appreciate you tapping on in all the way across the pond and up the hill. Appreciate you for being here. Listen, share this information and let folks know that I am live so we can, again, get the algorithm rhythm in and moving and stuff. Love you, Yaya. I miss you, Gemini crazy lady. The best crazy ever. And Bijou is here. You coming back to LA? Maybe no time soon, but I really would love to see you. That's for ding dong damn sure. And I'm so glad you are here and you are such a staple, Bijou. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all the beautiful people, honestly, that have been a staple for the last X amount of years. Like, I think you should know that you are appreciated and you are literally like 50% of the reason why I keep coming back, because I know at least one person, at least Bijou wants to hear it. At least Yaya wants to hear it. At least April wants to hear it. Somebody wants to hear what's coming through me. So when I think of ever quitting or stopping or adjusting and or disappearing. I think of y'all. So I appreciate you being here. I really, really do. I am going to keep a few more announcements going as folks roll on in, because you know this live situation is live. So again, go to the bathroom, go do a little tinkle, go get something to drink or whatever. But in 2 minutes, I'm going to start this rundown. Here's one quick announcement. On Wednesday, this Wednesday, January 15th, Martin Luther King's birthday, I will do a 2025 live just like this on Instagram and on YouTube. But it will be at 5 p.m. PT, Pacific time. Okay, so that's this Wednesday. Spread the information. We're going to talk about all things 2025 as much as I can anyway. I'm really going to do my best to compact it, because sometimes I get incredibly excited and I share way too much information. So I'm going to do my best to keep it under an hour, okay? Please come on through with your notebooks and a few donations if you can. And if you don't have money, I understand that. It's not about the money, but it is about sharing the word, okay? So do your best. Come prepared to share in any way that you can. I appreciate y'all, okay? That's this Wednesday. Also, I want to make another quick announcement that I am doing my best, as I so emphatically and excitedly announced in last week's live, to transfer and move through my life, my existence, and being called back on stage, forward on stage, doing the thing that I know that fuels my soul, right? However, the transitions are a little weird sometimes, and I, at 54, almost 55 years young, sometimes don't like to depend on the algorithm, even though I ask you to share. Don't like to depend on social media. So what I would love for you to do, if you're interested in knowing about my transition from being an astrologer all the time to incorporating arts back into my life and knowing when I'm going to be on stage, January 26th, by the way, February 2nd, by the way, February 26th, by the way, you're going to want to be at that latter one for sure, especially for the music lovers. Please, please, please get on my email list. So that means go to my website at wordlifeastrology.com. Wordlifeastrology.com and sign up for my email list. I'm not one of them people that's going to send you and solicit a whole bunch of information. To be quite honest with you, you'll probably get 2 emails out of me a month, if that much. But please get on my email list so I can let you know specifically what's going on in my life, astrology wise, artistic wise, my thoughts, if you so care to. You understand? Because I don't want to lean on this social media thing no more. It's like slavery, y'all. On some real mess. It's straight like slavery. I know I said that jokingly before, but it kind of got us by the balls and the boobs. And I don't necessarily want to be that chick. So I'm trying to find a way to go around that. If you want to know more information about when I'm performing, Robin, I don't want to give it all here because it'll be too much information, but please join my email list at wordlifeastrology.com. You'll find it in the context section or on all the pages, really. On the bottom, it asks you if you want to subscribe. And you say yes, and just give me your email address. Give me the junk one. I don't care, but check it. All right? Check it. All right. Again, I'm so glad that you're here. I want to say a quick not involved, but an absolute moment of prayer and information as it goes out into the ethers, as I have been doing, for all the beautiful people here in Southern California. Whether you were in the Eaton fires, the Hearst fires, the Hollywood fires, the Pacific Palisades fires, I'm praying for you all, and I'm praying for all the citizens here as well, because we are all one and we are all in this situation together. And although I am not near any of the fires and didn't have to be evacuated, a lot of us are going through, respiratory situations, and at the very least, which is a lot, anxiety. No, We haven't lost family and lives, and we're not here to compare anybody's trauma or anybody's ability to digest this information that's coming through, right? And what has happened here in LA. But I will say that we are all in some way feeling it. So I just want to put light, 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 light to all of you, to all of your families, to those that know people, that know people, that know people, for those water signs that are walking past people, picking up anxiety off of people just because you're a water sign, just because you're empathic. I'm putting light to you. And I pray, oh, I so pray that we get on the other side of this, but more so that we allow our consciousness to be raised in the way in which we can come together and we can see ourselves as one more and more and more and more. What I go through, you feel somehow, some way. What you go through, I absolutely feel somehow, some way. So this prayer is for all of us because we are always in it together. And again, if you are in Southern California, please do yourself a favor. Go get an N95 mask. I can just see it. In about a year or two, people are going to come up with some weird respiratory situations. Okay? Please do yourself a favor and take care of you. There are some people who have really interesting subconscious connections and trauma memories and trauma sacrifices, right? That feel like I can take it. If this person lost their house, then I'm going to take the burn of my chest. I can take it. I'm going to suffer right along with them. You don't have to. There's some people that are holding guilt, that are not paying attention to their own livelihood, that are not paying attention to their own needs. Please don't do that, because we need you. There are people that are weak in so many ways, weakened in so many ways, that they need you to be strong, the ones that have not been immediately affected by it. So get a mask. Pay attention to what's going on, please. Be observant and do your best not to point fingers. That helps nada. That helps with no one pointing fingers. People need our help. People need our love. Okay? People need our compassion. There's a few people that says, it doesn't even smell smoky out there. Well, I've been walking around outside. Every now and again, I got to get a little bit of air. So I'll put the mask down and then I'll put it up like about 2 seconds later. But I'll be truthful with you, in the first couple of weeks, and now my nose is raw, like I've been blowing my nose. So I'm very, very sensitive, as I've said 1,000 times, in 2,000 different types of ways, right? And my body, I'm really, really connected to. I know that something is in this air that can destroy us, y'all. My nose is raw like I've been blowing my nose, and I have not. Okay, I'm a Cancer. I'm just a mama. So forgive me if I feel a little maternal right now. But I just want to put that out there to you. Please and very please to take care of yourself, because this situation is no joke. On many different levels, it's no freaking joke. All right. So as we get comfy, I will drop some information in what we went through astrologically, what we went through last week and what's to come, and refer it right to the fires and all things. But I'm gonna do my best, and I'm saying this out loud so you can check anybody that may come in later that missed this part. I'm gonna do my best to be compassionate and not speak too soon. And I'm gonna do my best not to trigger anyone. And if you feel triggered, please leave. I'm suggesting that, because everybody is at different levels of understanding, different levels of emotional maturity, different levels of rates of reactions, and just all the things, y'all. I can't find the words, but you know what I'm talking about. We are at different levels. So if I trigger you, it's not on purpose. But I really want to get this information out to hone in on why I love astrology, to hone in on why I love God, to hone in on why I love nature. I love fire. I love water. I love the air. I love the earth. It has served us and continues to serve us. And we can't, please, 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 at the very least, we can't talk shit about nature. We can't talk shit about this planet. You understand? Maybe the humans on this planet are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, but the earth is doing her job. And a lot of this is about the earth. That's why it comes back to astrology. That's why it comes back to the overall bigger picture of things. And if we pay attention, in my opinion, if we pay attention and we're observant and utilize the tools that we have via astrology, numerology, meditation, tarot cards, sitting back in deep, deep prayer, whatever religious beliefs that you have, whatever Bibles and stacks of information you have to keep you going, that's what you tap into. Because this random information ain't gonna help you. It's gonna keep you paranoid and in fear. And at the very most, what they are achieving is separation. We can't afford that any longer. So thank you for listening to this little PSA. I appreciate you. And please, again, share this information if it resonates with you. I am going to keep this live, so please share it with anybody on your pages, whatever you want to. It's going to be a little long, but, sometimes people get what they need and then, they go on, and that's God. That's God. So let's keep it going. Let me give you some info. Did you? No. Let me start off today. Y'all ready? Oh, a little bit of a rule. If you want to ask a question, please do so, but phrase it in a way in which everybody can benefit from it. The question, that is. All right? Again, it's a little bit of an irritation for me, because sometimes when you ask about yourself, again, I feel like you're kind of pieing for a read. And you can't do that on public things, especially with Sonja. Why? Because I go too deep too quick. And I'm just not going to read you superficially. And that requires me to open up and allow them to come through. And that's not fair when there's 50 other people on here. Y'all dig what I'm saying? All right. So phrase it in a way, that question or statement, in a way in which everybody can benefit from as a community, as a crew, as a village. All right? Word life. Let's get this thing going. I'm going to try to keep my goofies down, because when I get too goofy, y'all, I start laughing. If I start laughing, I start coughing. If I start coughing, I start peeing. Because I'm what? 54 years old, and I got menopause, and I just can't hold my hymen. If my mother's on here, she's like, Sonja, you did not have to say that word. I'm just saying. So let's get on into this thing. Oh, somebody got a question. If you have a question, please ensure. Thank you, Bijou. My girl, I appreciate that. She's just reiterating what I said. I appreciate. Please ensure that you can help everybody in the community. It's necessary. Do you love my laughter, Robin? I can't laugh though, girl. I swear to God, I'll be swimming in my own. Anyway, see what I'm saying? Hey, everybody that's coming on in. Let's talk about this week. You're right on time. So today is something I've been looking for a minute. And to all the water signs out there, and this is not a water sign reading. This is for all signs. But when I recognize that things are specific for specific elements and groupings, I will mention it. So if you are a water sign, if you have a moon, a sun, or a rising in water, even Venus for that matter, this pertains to you mostly. The North Node has gone into Pisces today. Oi, oi, oi. You know how dope that is? Do you know how dope that is? First of all, the North Node deals with purpose. The North Node deals with, it's almost like the North Star. When you think of anybody talking about the North Node, think automatically intuitive learning, for all those that remember that from my workshops. Intuitive learning, the North Node is the North Star. It's where we're going. It's our purpose. It's literally the thing, the energy that is leading all of us at the current time. All of us. Don't matter what sign, but if you are a water sign, because that North Node just went into Pisces, then you are a little bit more favorable, in quotes, if y'all not looking at me, favorable. Why? Because it's in your element. So if Pisces is saying North Node style, everybody on the planet, yo, until until July 27th, 2026. I said that right. July 27th, 2026, we are all going in this direction, like a Pisces. Wait, what? Huh? Like a Pisces? Yes. So I heard one or two people say, I don't like Pisces energy. It's too goddamn slow. It's too gosh darn ethereal. It's too out there. All of a sudden, you done gone somewhere else. Now do yourself a favor and pull it on back, because there's purpose. There's God in anything and everything. So find the God in Pisces. And by the way, because Pisces energy is the last sign of the zodiac, is the most compassionate of the zodiac. It is flanked with spirit, with angels, with not too many boundaries as well. Pisces energy likes to shape shift and get in where it can fit in, but it's incredibly wise. When I give you these descriptions, we are all being led in this way. Do you know how auspicious that is? Do you know how many things you're going to think of and dream of doing, and you have no idea how you're going to do it, but you got to have shitloads of faith? That's what that North Node in Pisces says. If we're going to go this way, boo-boo, you got to trust me. That's what Pisces says. I'm the last sign of the zodiac. I know all things. Although Aquarius may think they know all the things, because Aquarius prides themselves on their genius. They are absolutely one of the smartest freaking signs in the zodiac. But Pisces knows it all, from the cerebral to the emotional. You understand what I'm saying? Pisces been there 1,000 times. So if that North Node says, I'm leading you in this direction, know that we've been there before. Why are you kicking? Why are you screaming? I'm going to be in your face again and again. This ain't the year for Sonja to cut corners. I'm going to let y'all know. So if y'all don't like the way I talk, y'all might have to just find somebody else to listen to. I'm for real on that. Pisces North Node till July 26 to July 27, 2026. We got an almost year and a half for us to get this thing right. Now, bust this. If you've been following me, if you've been listening to any astrologers talk about Saturn and Pisces, you know we've been getting geared up for this moment. Did I not say this a couple of weeks before? I know I said it to the gosh darn village. I know I said it to the, y'all know what the village is? Please sign up for the village if you want to. It's a handful of us where we talk astrology through and through. And our village is thick, strong, compassionate, and safe. In any case, that's on my website too. Go on and do that thing. Sign up for my email list so y'all can know when the girl is performing. And also sign up for the village if you want. It's $44 a month though. The I think it's worth it doubly. In any case, we talk about in the village what's going on before it actually happens, so we can be prepared more and more, specifically for each person's chart. But I've been talking about that Saturn and Pisces, y'all. And Saturn deals with hardships. Saturn deals with lessons that you need to learn. Saturn deals with fear. Saturn deals with your daddy issues. Saturn deals with authority. Saturn deals with ageisms. Saturn deals with discipline, regiments. You understand what I'm saying? So how auspicious and incredibly dope is God, nature, the universe setting us up with the hardships of Pisces energy, Saturn being in Pisces energy before we get to today. The North Node saying now that Pisces energy is purposeful. You got to get through these hardships of what you feel is hard about Pisces, to pray, to add God into your life, to be more seamless. We've been talking about this. Please don't let me go there. Please don't let me go there about Saturn and Pisces. Go back to a couple of freaking videos that I have on YouTube, please and very please. Saturn, for the last year and a half, let's sit. Hey, mama, come here. Come here. Come sit down. See, this is what happens when you're live. Sit down, mama. You good? Okay. Saturn, how auspicious it is. Excuse me, y'all. Has been setting us up, showing us all, again, the hardships and the lessons we need to learn in order to now be on purpose. How perfect is that? I mean, am I the only one that's excited? Can y'all give me some yes, yes, y'all, some understanding that you got this thing? And also tell me if it was hard to get that Pisces stuff. Really. And what I mean was it hard to pray? Is it hard to add God as a discipline? Is it hard to put up your boundaries still? Is it hard to not escape when you want to get up out of here? Meaning like escapisms, drugs and alcohol and food and sex and TV and all the things that we utilize to escape. Was it hard to do that thing? Because here's the deal. If it was hard, get up on it. Get up on it, look through it, deal with the fear so you can live in that energy purposely. Because again, until July 26th, 27th, 2026, it'll be in that vibration and pulling us, showing us where to go and how to be more faithful. I don't want to beat up a dead horse, y'all, but you got to know that it's important. And again, if you're a water sign, it'll be easier to go there, but we all got to have faith. This is after the air is clear. After the air is clear, we got to close our eyes. Doesn't that sound ironic and absolutely contrast? But the way I see it, Spirit just said, you got to close your eyes. You're not worried about looking at the air and how clear it is and where to go. God says, trust me. After the air is clear, trust me. Spirit says, the universe says, trust me. I can't wait to tell y'all what this week is setting us up for under the same guise. Trusting North Node in Pisces. Let's go. Today, it kicks it off. So as this North Node is in Pisces, we also have a full moon today, Monday. I'm going to cross my legs and get a little comfortable, so excuse me. We also have the full moon in Cancer at 24 degrees. Ooh, 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 ooh. Now, the reason why I say that is because, well, let me go back just a little bit, all right? Just give me a moment, because I do want to kind of like outline this in my brain. Y'all do know, just to bring up the fires, one quick time. On Tuesday, January, excuse me, y'all. On Tuesday, January 7th, when the fires really got bad and it was 90 miles per hour and no water system in the world could handle 90 mile per hour winds of heat and flame, okay? The moon was squaring Mars and the moon was squaring Pluto. Do y'all remember my live? If you go back to my live, you'll check that out. Mars is Aries' planet. Mars is fire. Mars has been going retro. Pluto is Scorpio's planet. Pluto is transformation. Pluto is transmutation. Pluto says burn the bitch down. And this could be triggering for some people because of the way I speak, but understand I am compassionate. And understand also I'm utilizing astrology and its vocabulary to show you how things go down and how things are prepared before we even know it. Are y'all with me? Yes, yes, y'all. I just want to know you with me. Pluto is about starting over. Pluto is about transition and power. It was squaring emotions last week. Mars is going retro, fire, squaring emotions last week. Somebody was in their emotions. We don't know who and how it happened, but that's what ignited it. Just stay with me. So, emotions, key word. Today, the full moon is in Cancer. Cancer is the most emotional sign in the zodiac. We all know that. We get teased all the time for being crybabies and being sensitive. But the beautiful upside to that is that we release. Emotional people have to release. Emotional people must open up and allow the water to flow, to cleanse, to purify. Stay with me. So if there was an emotional upset last week that caused us all to transmute, to transform, we are being called today in a full moon, 24 degrees Cancer, to release any emotions that's backing us up so the water can flow. No, I'm not talking about the literal water. Are y'all with me or are y'all listening emphatically? I'm not talking about the emotional waters. I'm talking about the waters within your soul. When there's a full moon of any kind, there's a culmination of emotions in that energy. So there's a culmination of emotions up to the hilt, to the tilt. That's why people say people go crazy during full moons, right? Because the emotional energy, be it happiness, sadness, anger, frustration, all the things are at the hilt. And then Cancer's ruler, the moon, and being that it's in Cancer, double time Cancer, needs to release. So what are you releasing, boo-boo? What you releasing, my friend? Are you releasing past traumas? Again, this is going to sound like a trigger, but I'm telling you, are you releasing your home? Cancer deals with the home. Are you releasing property? Cancer deals with property. Are you releasing foundation? Are you releasing family? Are you releasing nurturing, motherhood, anything that has to do with Cancer energy? Are y'all hearing me? Again, doing my best to be as compassionate as possible to the situation at hand. But understand there's a releasing that's being called today. And I really want to give you permission to go there. If you've been holding on to your tears, if you've been holding on to everybody else's tears, if you've been holding on to past mistakes, if you've been holding on to, again, family and situations, if you've been holding on to food as an addiction, if you've been holding on to the need to feel safe, but being around people that don't make you feel safe, today is a good day. Today is a perfect day to release that thing. And may I add that full moon is at complete tilt, swell at 5:27 p.m. Eastern time. So that'd be 2:27 on the west side of life. Smoke weed every day. Anyway. I gotta be goofy every now and again, y'all. Y'all get that though? That's hella deep. Yes, y'all? Are y'all with me? Please, in alignment with the universe, at least try to cry today. At least try to express yourself. The moon in Cancer says the reason why it feels like it complains a lot, the reason why it feels like it's always sensitive and connected to everything, because we are. But the moon in Cancer says, I just want you to get it out. I need you to express the thing in a way that's going to save you, replenish you. Keep crying. Keep crying. I'm sorry, I'm going to mess up your name. Yarita, please keep crying. Keep crying. Oh, today? Then it's hitting you, baby. I'm proud of you. Keep it going. If you need to get in the shower, it don't have to be tears. Not everybody's a crier, and I get that. But you need to get in the shower. You need to sit in the tub. You need to reevaluate how you are emotionally handling not just this situation, but every situation in your life. Do you need to reevaluate that? Again, if you're not a crier, do you need to get in the tub? Do you need to go on a water fast today? To just drink a lot of water, cleanse yourself out, stay with the elements, y'all. Stay with the elements. That moon in Cancer says, I just need to express myself. I need to let somebody know. So if that's the case, I'm such a Leo rising. I'm always checking out the afro, y'all. I can't stand it sometimes. If that's the case, write in your journal. You need to express. If that's the case, talk to a friend. If you need to express, if that's the case, yo, go find somebody and hug them tight. I said this 5 or 6 times. I'm getting tired of my own joke, but I have to say it again because it was funny to me inside. I saw somebody yesterday for the first time after all these fires, like somebody that I know. And I went in for a hug like I wanted to tackle her. I swear to God. I mean, she didn't notice it because she probably just used to just taking the love because she's so sweet like that. But I swear to God, I came in hot. I came in hot with that hug. The Cancer in me and this full moon in Cancer was like, Sonja, if you don't squeeze somebody right now, you're gonna die, girl. Not really, but I need to love up on somebody. I need to express. I need to get it out. Y'all know where I'm going. That's today. So meditate on that thing. As we go there, ooh, this week is so dope in so many different ways. Bust this. Today, as we release the thing, that moon is also saying, should I start there? Okay. That moon is also saying, I need you to stay in alignment with the changes that are happening. I swear it sounds like I made this up, y'all, but I did not. I'm going to read my notes. Release past emotions. Why? With the changes that's happening. Let me say the aspect. The aspect is the full moon is trining Uranus as well. There's some people on here that love astrology and that love taking notes. So I have to pause and honor them in that way. That moon, full moon in Cancer, the releasing of it all is trining, which means it's in harmony with Uranus. Changes, switch. The unique, the unconventional, I wrote. Release past emotions to help with this new moon, right? I mean, this full moon. Time to become mature and release familial blocks, foundational changes, and attachments to food and to memories that no longer serve you. So the full moon is asking we release, and Uranus, even though it's going retrograde, soon to go forward, Uranus has said you need to do that quick, like rapido, like go, move, fast, erratic, like if you need to, it may come out of the way. You don't know how it's going to come. The change. Y'all see where I'm going? Not trying to trigger those that are affected by this fire, but it happens so fast is what Uranus is saying. But today is saying if you change quickly by releasing the things that you need to release, is favorable. You'll be put on a track in which is necessary. Ooh, because at the same time today, the moon is trining Mars going retrograde. Y'all see this purposeful thing? You may not know the aspects that I'm talking about. You may not know astrology in that way. Do not get in your head. Listen to what resonates to you and through you by what I'm saying. Again, some of these aspects are for people who like to study and take notes. So bust it. If the switch up is happening and now that same moon, that full moon in Cancer is like, as you release, not only do you release with Uranus's switch ups, you release and you put me back on track. Mars, you put me back in a way of moving. Mars, you put me back in a way of action. Mars, even though it's going retrograde, even though you're reevaluating your movements, you found a new track because you switched, because you released your energy, because you released your emotions, whatever it may be. I don't know what's going on in your life. It don't have to just be the fires, okay? But whatever it is, whatever switches that are happening, dig it. You're being called to Mars. Mars says, yes, 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 come over here. As you switch, let's reevaluate this thing because now we're on a new road. Now we need new sneakers, chick. Oh, man, because them Pumas ain't going to work. You need some solid Adidas. Fuck the Adidas. You need some mountain boots with some real thick rubber on there. Because what? We got to walk. Because what? Mars is taking us in a direction, a new direction in which we need to go. Now, Mars is not going to go direct until February 23rd. Pain in the ass. I'm going to say it. It's a pain in the ass because don't nobody feel like doing nothing right now. Don't nobody even want to listen to what I'm saying in this moment in time, but you are. but you are. So thank yourself and give yourself grace for being here and trying to get the information. So when it's time to move, you can move by knowing, with knowing, and feeling faithful that you are equipped. So anyway, now we got to move on the right track. So when it goes direct, we'll be ready. February 23rd, we'll be ready. Get on that new track though. Survey the new land though, even though it may not be ready, even though you got to buy new shoes, even though you got to make new connections, even though you got to trust people differently, even though you got to release your heart and your soul as you're doing it, because it's a full moon and you got to become vulnerable to people differently in a way in which you never, ever, ever imagined. You got to look like a freaking fool sometimes. Boo-boo the fool. It's putting you on track, cousin. At the same time today, the sun in Capricorn is trining Uranus as well. So wait, we got that full moon trining Uranus? The full moon, yes. Trine and Uranus. So that means the emotional energy of us wants to propel us into change, Uranus change. But also the sun is saying, oh, Sonja, that's a lie. The full moon is sextile in Uranus because Uranus is in Taurus. The full moon is in Cancer. That's a sextile. But the sun is absolutely trining Uranus because the sun is in Capricorn and Uranus is in Taurus. That's a trine, 120 degrees away from each other for the people that need to know. Anyway, the bottom line is when the sun gets in the game, bitches, when the moon is in the game, it's a thing because it's propelled by emotions. And we are all responding to our emotions at time. But when the sun gets in an aspect and in the situation, the sun is like, Dad. The sun is like I said what I said. The sun is the big dog in the sky. The sun is regulating everything. You understand? So if that sun is hitting Uranus alongside the moon hitting Uranus, and then the moon is hitting Mars today, the changes need to happen from a way in which our ego, the sun says, we can propel ourselves and shine differently. My note says switch from the inside out. Show up for the individual in you and marvel in your own independence. Marvel in this new road that we're going on Monday, that's being ignited on Monday. Marvel in it, shine in it, propel yourself in it to be better from the inside out, not just governed by emotions, because emotions are fleeting and they're wonderful catalysts at times, right? But we can't stay in our emotions. But the sun says you can't do nothing without me. And if the sun is hitting Uranus, the sun is saying, yes, it's time. Yes, it's time to change who you are from the inside out and walk the walk, boo-boo. We all got to switch and go this other way. It ain't personal. None of it is personal. None of it is personal. Listen to my words between my words because I don't want to trigger anybody. None of it is personal. Tuesday, that moon goes into Leo. Okay? The moon goes into Leo. Ooh, thank you. I love that I write notes sometimes because I have to remind myself. I wanted to remind y'all and myself that when Mars is doing its thing, as it is, before I go into Tuesday, do yourself a favor. Clean your objects. For instance, if you were really connected to bracelets and certain bracelets, certain rings, if you're really connected to a particular hat that you wear almost every day, hear where I'm going. Okay. If you're really connected to, I don't know, a fan or a piece of selenite, if you're really connected to like a pocketbook, a purse, a wallet that you rock with all the time. Now, everybody should say yes to any of these objects on here. Mars is connected to physicality and objects. Do yourself a favor and cleanse with sage. Put out in this full moon, whatever it is you use a lot, every object collects energy. I don't care what it is. Clean it. Mars says, as we're going retro, clean the objects, the physicality, your body, things that hold fire energy, not just fire energy, active energy, kinetic energy. Y'all want to get scientists out this mug? Because I can't, but I know one or two words. You understand? But y'all get that, right? Please respond and let me know if y'all understand where I'm coming from. Thank you, Keena, for blowing it up. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. And you know I'm here with you. I'm here, but I just can't read it all. I just see your purple face going up and down. Y'all get that? Spirit said, remind me, and I'm reminding you. Clean your objects, your jewelry, or else they'll leave you. I mean that. Not just like in a fire, but they'll leave you. Why? Because with Mars going retro, we are being called to re-energize everything that gives us energy. Boom! Intuitive learning. Come on now. This is why we talk about this thing. This is why we go here, because we can make ourselves smarter in this way. You don't need me. Put 2 and 2 together to make 5, because that's what it equals. I'm just saying. Right? Right, Keena? Come on. It's on purpose. So I wanted to get that out the way. Cleanse the things that are dearest to your heart as you walk on this new path, because you can't walk on this new path with these old objects with the same energy. That's the point. Clean out your car even, especially your car, because Mars deals with transportation and deals with your car. Clean out your car, clean your car, sage your car off. Do y'all pray when y'all go on long trips? Before you go on long trips, do you sage around your car before you go on long trips? There's new ways of thinking, Piscean, North Node, and how to move. You're putting the pieces together? Come on now. Sonja's dope. I'm doing it for you if you can't do it for yourself. I'm trying to tell you. Tuesday. Can we get to Tuesday at 46 minutes? Good God. Tuesday, the moon will be in Leo tomorrow. As the moon shifts, right? We get rid of all of that karmic emotional energy that wants to get off in any way we need to. And it goes into Leo. We get a little courage. We get a little muscles. We get a little gumption, right? Moon in Leo says, yo, I can do a thing. Whatever it is you need me to do, I'm showing up. So tap into that wherever you need to show up, but always think about you and always think about, the level, the limit that you can go. Not everybody's a frontliner. Not everybody needs to volunteer. Not everybody needs to be out fighting the fire. Not everybody needs to be donating money. Not everybody can pray. Not everybody can do all the things. Find what you can do. All right? Moon in Leo. Be courageous enough, because you're going to feel that thing. But do what you can do for you and yourself and yours in order to keep you safe. But tomorrow, the aspect I want to talk about more specifically is Venus will be in Pisces tomorrow. It is for a little while. And Jupiter is in Gemini as it goes retrograde. That's a motherfucking square. That's a square, and that's a big deal. Why? Because Venus deals with money and value and love and worth and beauty. And did I say love? Venus deals with value, worth. I'm trying to think of other things. Sonja on repeat. Value, worth, money. Value, love, worth, money. Anyway, and Jupiter deals with blessings. Jupiter deals with blessings, opportunities, optimism. In my notes, I say, value is often unseen and nebulous with this aspect. This is tomorrow. Unless you're tapped in. If you're not, you may think that the blessings and the opportunities that are around you are not there. You might miss your boat because you can't understand its worth. If Venus value is in Pisces, remember, it might not look too tangible because Pisces energy is nebulous and it has no bounds, and it's just out there and ethereal and lovely and woo-hoo, all the places. So you may not recognize its value and pinpoint it, but it's there. So I want you to tap into the water if you clean yourself off. Tap into the water if you pray. Tap into the water if you invite spirit to come your way and see that the unseen values are worth something. You may feel challenged because Jupiter in Gemini says, look for the valuable things that are real. Shit. Air signs don't deal with nothing of the unseen. Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. You got to prove it. It needs some reality on that thing. I need to know. Give me black and white facts out this mug. That's not happening tomorrow. The black and white facts are not there yet. But Venus in Pisces says, I got you though, especially if the North Node is in Pisces. Y'all following? Eyebrow, exclamation. Ask questions if you need to. I think this is some good information. Y'all let me know what you think. And I can take some criticism, just be nice. All right? Wednesday, that moon stays in Leo. All the courage, all the things. Also, I want to tell you on the downside, because people's emotions are being tested. The moon in Leo also brings out some bullying aspects. The moon in Leo also brings out high expectations. I want you to do yourself a favor. Don't have too many of those. Expectations will always disappoint a mug. Y'all already know that. Y'all already know that. Y'all already know that. Don't expect nobody not near nothing. Take care of you the way you do. And here is a question. Are you even taking care of you? Because oftentimes as we expect some things, we expect the mug to take care of us better than we take care of ourselves. You want me to buy you a coat and you wouldn't even buy yourself a goddamn pair of jeans because you want to save your own money because you cheap with yourself. Y'all get where I'm going? I hope so, because not too many people are commenting. Maybe I just listen. I feel like I'm making sense. But y'all get that? Don't do that. Don't do that. These expectations can throw you way the frick off, especially in the midst of emotional situations. Thank you for the thumbs up on YouTube. I really appreciate it. It boosts up the rhythm, the algorithm that is. Put up them likes and share this if you can. Leave some comments even after the video is done. And again, I'm doing my best not to rely on social media and this algorithm. So go to wordlifeastrology.com, wordlifeastrology.com, and get on my mailing list. I don't send a bunch of emails. I really, really don't. Maybe twice a month. But I want to let y'all know what's going on in my life. I want to let y'all know more information because the algorithm won't let you. There you go. So, all right. I want y'all to pay attention on Wednesday as that moon goes into Leo, staying with that courage, but staying away from expectations. Know on Wednesday, this is true. The sun, being in Capricorn, will be opposition to Mars going retrograde. Did y'all hear me? There's another gust of wind coming, and it's going to be just as gnarly as last week. In my opinion, the beautiful thing about, let me say this. Well, in my opinion, the optimistic thing about that is that there's not too much land in the areas that's close to burn down. This is just my thought. I'm not a firefighter. I don't know all the details, so don't quote me. But the thing about it is a lot of land has burned already. So even though if the winds come back, possibly maybe spirit, just let it blow to dust. Please, spirit, just let it blow to dust. Okay? But no, on Wednesday, as the sun is opposition Mars, just like last Tuesday, there were squares, which made it angry and the fires came up. This opposition is a little lighter, but it's absolutely throwing Mars in the mix again, going retro with the sun on its side. So, metaphysically speaking, redirect your anger, your aggression, your physical movements and motivation to include some practicality. Prepare before you march on. So that's the caveat. Now that we are prepared, if this anger kicks up again, with the sun on the other side of it, with this anger kicks up again, Mars goes bananas and the sun is shining on it. The sun is saying, yo, don't burn too much. The sun is saying, yo, don't get upset too much. The sun is saying, yo, don't move too quickly, too hastily. Don't move too erratically. The sun is saying, yo, with Capricorn energy, be calm. Be practical about that thing. Be a boss about that thing. Know what you need, know what you want. Be decisive about that thing. Delegate about that thing. Y'all get what I'm saying? As Mars is trying to be willy-nilly and start up some shit again. Again, if it ain't the fires, it's personal aggression and movement and the lack thereof. The sun is saying, can you put some practicality on that? Can you get it together? Like for real. Get it together. That's what Capricorn energy does to Cancer. And Cancer does something to Capricorn. But Capricorn energy definitely says to Cancer, you'll stop your sniveling. I understand that you like to cry. I understand that you want to release. I understand that you're getting a little bit crazy and out of sorts in Mars' situation. But we got to think about this practically. We got to think about this systematically. We got to think about the bigger picture. We got to think about the people. We got to be a leader. We don't have time to blame. We don't have time to be caught up in our anger about a thing. Mars going retrograde. That's Wednesday. Thursday, I need y'all to be more prepared than ever. I hope this information is good for you. Again, please ask questions with everybody in mind. Make that question real general. I'd love to answer those types of questions. And go to my website and join my, email list, wordlifeastrology.com. All right, Thursday is weird. I'm going to run down the aspects and then I'm just going to explain very simply. Thursday is weird. If you got to make some decisions on Thursday, hold your hat and pray about it beforehand. If you can wait, I got mystics hair all over my face. Get stuck on my lipstick. If you can wait, please wait. And I'm going to tell you why. There's a lot of irritation happening on Thursday. Stay out the way, y'all. The moon is quincunxing. Quincunx is a major irritation. That's the aspect. Quincunx. Quincunx. Okay? Pronounce it how you want to pronounce it. Don't try to correct me. I don't care. But the bottom line is it's an irritation. It's a frustration. There's 4 things that are irritating on that day. The moon is irritating the sun. The moon is irritating Neptune. Mercury is irritating Jupiter. That's a big one. Mercury is irritating Jupiter. And the moon is irritating Pluto. That's a big deal, y'all. That's a huge deal. That means emotions, the moon, will spark irritations when it comes to your ego, what you should and what you should not do. And the possibilities that are there, I don't agree with it. So I'm going to get irritated by it. The moon is quincunxing Neptune. So I'm irritated by what I can't even see. What you talking about? You said we was going to have $20,000 and we only have $10,000. $10,000 is coming. I don't see it. Now I'm irritated. You got to believe. I don't want to believe. That's what Neptune says. Mercury is irritating Jupiter. What we're thinking, how we're planning, what we're strategizing, how we are communicating is irritating quincunxing Jupiter, our blessings. Our mouths can get in the way of our blessings. I don't know why this is streaming through, but I'm going to say this. It may be necessary not to talk to any companies, any insurance companies on that day. Please and very please. I'm not giving you advice, but I'm giving you a suggestion because nobody's going to hear shit. Mercury, the planet of communication, the thought process, what we say, how we say it, how you get it. All mercurial things, right? It's going to be mixed up in a barbed wire fence with the blessings. The blessings are sitting right there. We just can't hear it because everybody's irritated by the thing. Are y'all with me? That's a hard one. Mercury, quincunxing Jupiter. And lastly, that moon, emotions again. Again, emotions are fleeting, but we can be affected by it. And you can absolutely catch 25 to life due to your emotional reactions to some shit. Trust and believe. The emotions the emotions are irritating Pluto. Oh. That's like going into a family function and you know the aunt in the corner is just one of them aunts. Them aunts that you just don't fuck with. You just don't test. You don't test this aunt. Because Aunt Betty don't take no shit. That's like a little child going over to Aunt Betty, putting the finger up the nose. That's like a little child going to Aunt Betty and slapping her. That's the moon, quincunx, and Pluto. Sonja, don't laugh. Don't laugh. Lord. Y'all get me? We don't want to agitate Pluto on Thursday because, again, Pluto is destruction. Pluto is transformation. Pluto is deceit. Pluto is transmutation. Pluto is authority. Pluto is power. You understand? On Barbara, on Betty, whoever she is, or backpack and backslap and show you her power. Don't do it. Stay out the way. Stay out the way. You want to be right or you want to be peaceful on Thursday? Ask yourself that over and over and over again. Every time you get irritated on Thursday, Wednesday sliding into Thursday, Thursday coming up out of going into Friday, because you know you can feel it for a good little day and a half, especially sensitive people. You want to be right or you want to be peaceful? Sometimes don't pay to be right, y'all. Just walk away. Friday, the moon goes into practical Virgo. Thank God. Just thank God is all I want to say. Thank God. Sometimes these earth signs, this earth energy comes in right on time. We need all the elements, y'all. We need them all. We need them all. So when this moon comes in on Virgo, this moon comes in on Friday in Virgo, it's time to get practical. It's time to get a little detached. It's time to be a little bit more detailed. It's time to bring things in organization. It's time to service the community, service the people. Be selfless when it comes to your service. Now, I want to say this with some downloads that wants to come through real quick. Do yourself a favor, y'all. Don't wrap your ego up into that service shit either, man. Human beings are weird. God, we are weird. There's not a right way to service. There's not a right way to service. There's not a wrong way to service. If you give from your heart completely, whatever it is that you have and you can afford and whatever time and energy you have, God is judging that. Don't let humans and don't let the human in yourself judge you. And you don't have to be on the flip side and be goddamn freaking Batman out this motherfucker and Wonder Woman and take care of it all, or else you die. Not trying to trigger nobody. Hello, everybody. Who's that? Aziza? Ziz? What up, Z? How y'all doing? Y'all hear what I'm saying? So the moon is going to be in Virgo on Friday and on Saturday and a little bit on Sunday. So you got this moment in which, again, some people may think, mystic. That dog just pooted, y'all. Oh, and it went in my mouth. Oh, don't you hate that? Oh, Lord. Mystic, you stink, boo-boo. Right? Anyway, she distracted me. So do yourself a favor Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and watch that ego when it comes to service and just give from your heart and don't compare, okay? Friday, let's go back to Friday though. Friday, that sun in Capricorn will sextile Neptune. I love that. I just love that because we need Capricorn energy in the sun to regulate spirit again. Neptune. We need Capricorn to the sun in Capricorn to regulate spirit. Neptune, right? Seek the inspiration by being the inspiration. Can I say that again? Because Sonja sometimes be writing these notes and be preaching up. I'm like, girl, who you talking to at 3:00 in the morning writing these notes? Seek the inspiration to be the inspiration. Find the things to help you to glow, to be the thing to help somebody else grow and glow unknowingly. Unknowingly. Please, please, the sun sextile in Neptune on Friday. That's when it says it's okay to follow that North Node again, because you do know that Neptune is Pisces' planet. And the North Node being in Pisces, if you missed the top of this thing, y'all need to rewind and select that. There's some good juicy info on the top of this thing there. I'm trying to tell you. So remember, we follow in Pisces. So if the sun is sitting on Neptune, yes, please, thank you. Then give me that inspiration on Friday. I need to come back to one, God, spirit, my prayers. You understand? Music, art, the things that take you out and up out of being human. Float a little bit. Also, on Friday, that moon in Virgo is going to trine Mercury because it's in Capricorn. Here's the practicality that we need. I don't know where that voice came from. Like I'm on fucking Broadway, some shit. Look, that moon trine in Mercury is like, yes, let's get our heads together, right? Let's delegate. Let's think like a community. Let's organize. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Let's build the foundations. Let's keep our emotions out of it and do what's right for the people. Set it up how we need to set it up for the people, for ourselves, bit by bit by bit, because earth signs know they have to grow. Earth signs know there's a process. Fire don't get that. Fire don't believe in processing. Fire's like, bitch, burn, move, get out the way. You get that? So we got to bring back the process in order to bring back the building. And not the literal ones, although that's included. But we're building our lives again, y'all. Everybody is. We're building ourselves. Don't you notice Mars going through retrograde? Squirrel is here to show us and tell us and remind us how much we're on the wrong track. And or we need to adjust the track that we're on. That's why we've been going through the tunnel. Did y'all watch the last week's going through the tunnel? We've been going through the tunnel to figure ourselves out, to figure out what we want to leave in this last part of our lives. So we're not taking in this new chapter. As the shit is burning, we got to become a new too, because we burning too. Also on Friday, that moon will be opposition Saturn. The discipline is in spirit. Nobody cares if you feel like it or not. The discipline is in spirit. Nobody cares if you feel like it or not. It's not about your feelings right now. On Friday for sure. It's about getting that discipline of Pisces again and again. Again and again. Look up, Google Saturn in Pisces. Look up, Google North Node in Pisces. Read several astrologers' descriptions and interpretations by it. Please, I implore you. I really, really do, so you can get your own perspective of it. But Pisces is like, I don't have time for y'all sitting around not doing the things that you know you need to be doing that's in your heart and in your soul. The shit I was screaming about in my live that only probably 20 people saw because I did not save it. But I was hot and heavy last week in the middle of that ash fucking rain. And it's about really showing up for yourself. That's what Pisces is saying. And it's a selfless move when you show up for yourself. Although that sounds contrary, if you show up for yourself, you giving the better of yourself, quietly giving permission for everybody else to do the same too, because they can't come around you on some boo-boo stupid shit. You get that? You preparing yourself to be Teflon. Teflon Dawn out this mug. That's for all the Gen X's. Teflon Dawn. Teflon Dawn. Pisces can make you strong and armor-like, just like that. Y'all be fucking, I'm trying to tell you, y'all need the water. Don't play around. Don't play around. Right, Betty White? Betty White was a Capricorn, by the way. Squirrel. You need spirit to make you strong from the inside out. I'm going to negate that download, spirit. I'm sorry. If you want me to do it, just come and bully me. But I got to go right to Saturday. Saturday, the moon starts off in Virgo. Spirit's like, I'm going to give you that thing back. Hold on. In between your coughs. All the way, please. Saturday, the moon is in Virgo partly. Oh, most of the day. And then it goes into Libra at the end of the day, 10:33 p.m. Eastern time. But while it's in Virgo, it's absolutely on sextile Mars. Love it. Again, we on a new track. Mars is that track, that new form of action, that new form of aggression, that new form of movement, that new form of anger. You understand? Anger that can be productive. We're learning how to move differently. You already know that you're making the right moves, even as the pieces come together. That's what Saturday morning says. You know the pieces are coming together. You know they are. It may not look clear because that moon in Virgo says, God damn it, there's no order. I don't see an order. Yeah, but you're moving in the right direction. The pieces of the puzzle are coming as we walk. We got to be faithful in that. North Node Pisces. We got to face our fears in that. Saturn and Pisces. We got to know that we're moving in the direction in which God intended because the universe is perfect. We're not in the human form, but we came here to listen to the perfection of spirit. So we need to be in alignment with that. So our moves are perfect for us and only us. I hope y'all got that rewind selector if you did not. Also on Saturday, gots to say this because it's coming back around. Did you lose some money when that Venus was square in Jupiter? It was on Tuesday. Remember? Venus square in Jupiter. Well, on Saturday, Venus is going to conjunct Saturn. I want to throw something. Come on, God, really? So Spirit says, yo, finally, you see the value, the worth, and the possibility of financial rewards for your discipline. Especially because, and I put this down, because the North Node is in Pisces. This is on purpose. If Venus is in Pisces, it's conjuncting in the same sign as Saturn. That means all the work you've been doing, Saturn, Pisces, like, and I've been freaking talking about and exclaiming on this particular live, here comes the blessing. Here comes the love. Here comes the value. Here comes the worth. Here comes the money. Because you stayed to the what? The lesson. Saturn's fear. You looked it in its eyes. Have you stared down your fears lately? Have you? Answer me. Talk to me. What's happening? Have you stared? Thank you, Kiss the Goddess. Have you stared down your fears lately? Well, here comes the reward. With Venus sitting right next to it on Saturday, Venus is like, I got you. I got you. You've been holding out for that one, right? That one. You've been celibate for 17 years. Excuse me, y'all. You've been dry and dusty for 17 years. No love in sight. You've been sitting back looking all crusty because Venus is beauty too. You've been broke. You've been busted. My brother Akadama used to say, I got a whole lot of room in my pocket for some money. That was his positive way of saying that motherfucker was golly. That's his positive way of saying he was broke. I got a whole lot of room in my pocket for some money. Yeah, but have you been disciplined though? Have you been disciplined in that money? Have you been disciplined dry and dusty? Have you been disciplined not seeing your own worth? Have you been disciplined doing your best to become more secure within yourself? Seeing what you do, how you do it, patting yourself on the back for doing that thing, positive speaking to yourself. Have you? Have you been doing that work? I'm in your face and asking you a gosh darn question. Answer me, please. Have you? Share with us. This is a community, if you can. I'm a little bit of a bully. I got Leo on me, y'all. It's love, though. But have you? Because it's conjuncting with Saturn. Finally, here comes the reward. Finally, here comes the discipline. Finally, Here comes the answer to the hard work. Finally, here comes that dude about to take you out the drought, girl. Here comes that chick about to take you out the drought. Ow. All I'm saying is, back it up. No, I'm just joking. Have a good time. And congratulations. Let me keep going because I'm just goofy on purpose. Sunday, last day, and then we're done. The moon is in Libra, right? And the sun goes into Aquarius. What's up? I love Aquarius energy. Y'all have to know that. They are the gosh darn widows of the zodiac, in which I love always. By the way, my seventh house, I was telling this workshop people last night, not people, beautiful, beautiful folks that assisted me. I was telling them that I love Aquarius because I have Aquarius on my seventh house. And that means, just for little squirrel information, I attract a lot of partners that are very much Aquarius like. Weirdos, unconventional, rebel, sort of arrogant, and just do the things that they want to do because they want to do it. Here comes Aquarius energy. I love them for that. They shake it up. That's Sunday, y'all. The sun goes into Aquarius at 3 p.m. on the dot. Eastern time, okay? And you'll feel the energy shift. That's for ding dong damn sure, because Capricorn, hey, how you doing, Mama Jean? Capricorn is way, way, way too serious. And here comes Aquarius, bringing the levitivity, right? Bringing the levity, levitivity. I'm such a New Yorker. I swear to God, I add like 4 syllables to a one syllable word. Anyway, here comes Aquarius bringing the the lightheartedness, the detached energy, right? And detached for a good reason, because listen, we can't get caught up in our emotions. Let's look at it from a practical, realistic standpoint. That's Aquarius for you. That's Aquarius energy. We need that. So big ups to those crazy, weird, arrogant, loving, friendship. I mean, they go down for their friends for sure, for sure. Friendship, I wanted to say something else, but it's not going to come. Anyway, down for their friends type of energy. Thank you, Aquarius. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Also on that day, this is the day I think it's really best to either come together with yourself, have the great conversations, and make the decisions. Why? Because Mercury is sextiling Saturn, and Mercury is sextiling Venus. We just talked about Venus. We just talked about Saturn, right? So if Mercury is in a great harmony with Saturn and with Venus, knowing our fears, knowing our value, knowing our worth, learning our lessons, now it's time to make the decisions accordingly. Now it's time to make the plans accordingly. At the very least on Sunday, now it's time to clean the house, get it together, move around, know what's in place, what you can keep, what you can't. Make it cerebral. You understand what I'm saying? Make it practical, make it clear, put it in your face. Does that make sense, everyone? It's time to walk the talk and talk the walk. For real, for real. You went through the lessons. You went through the insecurities. You went through the tunnel. On Sunday, it's like stand up for it now. Say the things, be the things that you've been longing to be and to say, regardless of who's in the room, regardless of who's going to judge you and criticize you, regardless of how much your family's going to laugh at you for being different, regardless of how much they have fear because you want to move to Paris, because you want to move to Istanbul, because you want to get the hell out of Dodge, regardless of what they think that their life is about, right? And how they compare it to you. It's time to walk the walk that you know, because baby, nobody knows what you've been through. Nobody knows the pain and the trauma that you've experienced. Nobody has tasted your tears. Nobody has been in the tunnel with you. They've been on the outside calling you, making sure you okay. And listen, I'm not making any of us a victim. No one is supposed to share our journey. So that means you make your decisions. I'm specifically talking about Sunday with Mercury in such favorable aspects. You make your decision based on the things that you've gone through and your perspective of spirit, of God, of energy. because it's in Pisces, your perspective of how you need to shapeshift and get through this thing called life, because not everybody needs to do it the same. Listen, I live up on the top of a mountain somewhere by myself in a minute. Not really, because I need a nice brown skin to beige looking man with me, a couple of friends, and a big old bush of weed. Oh shit, don't laugh. I'm saying that for the funnies. But at the end of the day, though, we can't do this by ourselves. So we got to walk the walk and talk the talk, the things that we know, for at the very least, attract the community, bitches. Attract the people that's like you, because you never know who's like you until you say a thing, until you start walking the thing. Have you ever discovered, squirrel, that your freaking favorite cousin loves the same things that you like, but because the whole family don't like talking about this thing, you never let it out your mouth? And then you get your cousin in the bathroom one day and go, I don't know, I was about to say white guys. Sonja's so stupid. I don't know, something ridiculous. I like Camaros. I love Camaros. You like Camaros too? Oh my gosh. All the families like these big old Yukons and these fancy, luxurious cars. I like them Camaros. And now all of a sudden you walking your walk, you're talking, and you find a comrade that loves the same things that you love. Why? Because you were bold and courageous, pushing through Saturn's fear, and you found worth pushing through Venus. You found some money, some coins even, walking your walk, talking your talk, being you, doing you, loving you. But you got to have faith, y'all. Like I started this thing, you got to follow that North Node in Pisces. And as I end this, I want to pull one card before we go. This is the time to ask any questions. I'd really appreciate it if you would, for the group again. I know I get a little people all in their emotions and kind of get a little crazy about asking the questions, but don't think too hard, y'all. Just think like a family, all right? I'm brand new, but I'm special. Me, Mr. Luke Lutrin, I'm brand new and special. Or we all brand new and special. That's for ding dong damn sure. That's how I'm interpret that, Mr. Luke. We all brand new and really, really special. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. You posted a video about me? Ooh, okay, Sonja. This is how I get distracted. Start reading people's comments. Oh, I got a question. Maya, how do we honor the moments of Pluto's destruction peacefully, but with intent? I'm scared to love light my way through confrontations that I wish I said more. Maya, I love you for them gosh darn perfect questions. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. I'm going to read that again because that was a good one, just in case y'all missed that. Maya said, how do we honor the moments of Pluto's destruction peacefully, but with intent? Because personally, she's too tired of the love light her way through certain confrontations. I get that. I get that, Maya. The love light your way through can sometimes be like this overly, what they call that, passerby positivity or whatever. I just call it plastic. It's just you're not seeing the real. But the bottom line is that we can't love light our way through destruction, right? We can put love and light on it. We can pray our way through it. But destruction is ugly. Transformation is real. Toxic positivity. Thank you, 51 out of 70, 63. 73, 63, all the same. But you're right. Toxic positivity. Love lighting it through, putting positive energy on it is awesome and necessary as like a raincoat, if that can be a perfect visual for some of you. At least that's the way Spirit just showed me. Like a raincoat, like a covering of some sort. However, some never. Destruction is destruction. Destruction has to be destroyed. Destruction has to go. We have to wait. That's how we do that, Maya. We wait in prayer. We wait by taking care of ourselves. We wait by loving up on us. We wait by knowing that even through this destruction, we are protected and that it's purposeful. We wait sometimes and put a covering over our head, and sometimes we can't talk to certain people and certain things and be involved in certain situations. We have to be more observant to what it is that we need during the destruction. Literally, like you're walking through Rome, like you're walking through a destructive gosh darn city, watching every building as the bricks fall. Do you panic? Nah, baby. Don't panic. Please. As much as that went over everybody's head in here, it's important not to panic. Because if we panic during destruction, we become part of the destruction. We can survive destruction without being overly positive and all of that. We just have to be aware, observant, moment by moment, not get too involved with making decisions too quickly, too hastily. Patience is necessary. Are you feeling me, Maya? You have to get more and connect with your own body, your own needs, your own spirit. That's what Pisces is saying. Pisces is like, I know shit is destroying. I'm not coming here to be Jesus and make sure everybody gets saved from the destructions, because unfortunately, many people will get caught in the crossfire. But death is not the end. We're not having that conversation. Death is not the end. But as human beings, we see it as that. When we see material things being blown and being blown away and up and out and done, we see it as complete destruction. We can't come back from it. We have to swim through the destruction. We have to dodge and bob and weave and not react. None of it is personal, Maya. I hope that makes sense. And I really do pray I answered that question completely for your heart and your soul, for your own satisfaction. And for those that needed to hear that too. I really, really do. Any other questions that need to come up? Thank you, Rob. I appreciate you, honey bun. I really, really, really do. And Mr. Luke, love is always the answer. Maya, yes, love and light is always the answer. But the reason why I didn't go into that area, because we all know that, and that we all need to give ourselves grace for acknowledging the buildings falling. We have to acknowledge the buildings are falling. Because it is. It is. So what you gonna do? Love on all over the building? No, get the fuck out of the way. You can't love up a building that's on fire. You can't love up on people swinging on you. Not in that moment. Get what I'm saying? That moment is very specific. How you react is very specific. Because you can either catch 25 to life, or you could be peaceful. Or you can let the buildings fall. Or you can remain prayerful. Or you can utilize your talents, Maya. You can utilize your talents and evolve your life in a way in which you never thought before. Because why? Now you got nothing to lose. You ain't got shit to lose. Why? Because destruction has taken it all away. So we start from zero. I'm not here to trigger anybody. Please don't come at me for being insensitive, because I'm far from insensitive. But if you get triggered, no, that's on you. I'm coming here with love, and I'm letting us know universally, this shit is on purpose. Everything. God don't make mistakes, y'all. And destruction is necessary. Destruction is necessary. It ushers in change. It ushers in the new. It ushers in some clean air. It ushers in a better place for our babies. It ushers in a future that you could not even imagine. I don't know about you, but in 82, when I was 12 years old, I didn't think about talking into a little box. I had no idea that I can look at my friend on a fucking box. I had no idea I could pay my rent on a box. The future is open. And as long as we are alive and here, we have every opportunity to add to that future. But you got to get right with you. You got to get right with you. Because don't nobody owe you shit. And they ain't coming for you, helping you neither. Help yourself. And as you help yourself, you help the community inevitably. Stop playing and let's pull a card. Continue to comment, please. Continue to ask questions if you need, and I'll come back right after this quick prayer. Great, Mother, Father, God. Thank you. Amen. Oh, wow. We all need to hear this again and again. Golly, this is so perfect. What did I just say? Full moon in Cancer today. All the things we've been talking about has everything to do with this card. Full moon in Cancer, Saturn and its stuff, the North Node and where we're going. Rewind selector, review, and check this out. It's really time to let go of the past, y'all. It's really time to get rid of that thing. It's really time. Sometimes there's no closures. Sometimes there's no conversations. I had honestly, I had a relationship with a person recently, and I had a conversation and a day with them. And at the end of that day, I said, no more. I'm done. And literally have not called them since. I'm not bragging, nor am I boasting, and not suggesting that people deal with situations the way that I deal with them. But them and me, we both knew it was done. And sometimes you just got to let the shit go. You don't have closure. You don't have answers. The ego is not going to be pumped up to let you know if you were right or if you were wrong. There won't be those opportunities when destruction happens. When destruction is going down, it's time to let it go. Because we don't have time to review. Things are burning. We don't have time for it. Okay? Let me read this real quick and I'm going to get out of here. Know that it's a blue card. So that means in this particular deck that it has everything to do with water, the emotions. Y'all better put some spec on the water signs. I will tell you that right now. Can I find the gosh darn thing? Lord of mercy. Water, and it's a number 5. Look at that. Anybody know about number 5 in numerology? Change, switch. Then we talk about Uranus. Switching. Number 5 is creativity, creating your life through the destruction, Maya. Come on now, don't play with God. Blue number 5. I sound like a cologne. Blue number 5. Coming to a store near you. The figure pictured in this card is so preoccupied with clutching her box of memories that she has turned her back on the sparkling champagne glass of blessings available here and now. The blessings are here, y'all. Her nostalgia for the past really makes her a blockhead and a beggar besides, as we can see from her patched and ragged clothes. She needn't be a beggar, of course, but she is not available to taste the pleasures that offer themselves in the present. It's time to face up to the fact that the past is gone. And any effort to repeat it is a sure way to stay stuck in old blueprints that you would have already outgrown if you hadn't been so busy clinging to what you've already been through. Everybody, take a deep breath, please. took as deep as one as I can without coughing. Take another one if you need to. Take a deep breath. Put the box down. Tie it up in a pretty ribbon if you must. And bid it, the past, a fond and reverent farewell. Say thank you. Life is passing you by, boo-boo. And you're in danger of becoming an old fossil before your time. Ashe. That's the word for you, y'all. That's the word for you. I really, really pray that it hits somewhere deep into your chest, all up in your gut, your intestines somewhere, the back of your neck. I don't care where it lands. Hopefully it lands somewhere. Enjoy your day. Find your light and your center again and again and again and again. Breath brings you there immediately. Water can help to regulate by washing it off. If the fires want to burn, figuratively and actually, we have to let them on some level because destruction and transmutation is necessary. And then let that earth come back. Let that earth come back, build again, be practical, show us our rewards from it. Let the air move it around and make some sense of it. Understand these elements that are coming, that are here, always representing. That's why I love astrology, because it's connected to nature, not because it's God. Okay? So put that little box down, y'all. We got other things to do. I see you real, real soon, all right? Okay, let me get this thing off of Instagram first. Love y'all. Adios. Thank you for showing up.